Hello, my friends. Happy almost New Year. It is time now for me to do my edition of the best foundations of 2022. So, the first one I'm going to start out with is going to be it's not a foundation, it's not a sunscreen, it's not a moisturizer. So, I kind of didn't know what category to put it in. So, I kind of felt as though it fit the most into this foundation review. So, without further ado, that is the Mary Kay CC cream. It's got a sunscreen of 15 SPF in it. And this is a product that I have been wearing for since its inception of the product, which, geez, you think I would know, 10 or 12 years, perhaps this product has been around. I love it for so many reasons. Now, a CC cream, the CC stands for color correction. And what it is, it moisturizes, it color corrects. It's got an SPF. It gives you color. It gives you coverage. It is buildable. You can do so many things with it. So here we are. I mean, let me just show you a little bit of this. This is one of my favorite products. You can use this under foundation if you want some really good full coverage. You can use it for that. You can use it as a standalone. If you're just doing a dash out the door look, you can use it if you've just got a couple things you want to color correct and then maybe dust on a little bit of powder. It has so many advantages. And an SPF of 15 is good. It's kind of middle of the road. It's not your SPF of 30. It's not your SPF of like 8 or 10. That is kind of like, ugh, like that's not really enough for anybody for any decent kind of SPF protection. So it kind of is middle of the road. And like I said, I've been using this for years. There's so many different ways you can use it. I can never be without this product. So like I said, I didn't know if it really fit into the foundation. Did it fit into the sunscreen? Did it fit into the moisturizer? So I kind of threw it in here with the foundations. Love, love, love this product. And like I said, I've been using it for years. You can apply it with your fingers. You can apply it with a sponge, yada, yada, all the things. It is the most universal product in my repertoire, and I'm never, ever going to not have it. Right now, I'm wearing light to medium because it is winter time. And I think I kind of pretty much always stay light to medium in a CC cream because of any discoloration that you do have. I kind of stick with the same shade of this. So now I'm going to start out with the foundation that has kind of ended up on the bottom of my list, and that is going to be the Kat Von D Lock-It Full. Well, I think it says it's medium coverage. It's 24-hour wear. Who wears a foundation for 24 hours? That just amazes me. It says it's full coverage. Okay, it says it's transfer resistant. It's got a matte finish. I was really loving this foundation. I've got all kind of stuff all over it because it is so full coverage. It kind of gets on everything. It's got this really cute, trendy bottle. And as far as the full coverage, the problem with it is it kind of tends to look a little bit yellow when you first put it on. You kind of have to put it on, and that's with all foundations. You put it on, you have to let it sit and dry a little bit, just like you would paint on the wall. The true color actually comes out once it dries and sets up. So it looks a little bit yellow all the time when I first put it on. And every time, without fail, I say to myself, this is not the right shade. And then it dries down, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I think this year there have been so many newcomers, at least, not brand new products on the market, but they were kind of new to me that I hadn't tried out. So I kind of think this kind of fell short for me as the year went on when it had been the one that I was most reaching to. So this kind of fell to the end. So I don't really want to put it last. I feel kind of bad doing that because I loved it for so long, but it's kind of working its way down to the end. So the product that was next up from that was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now, I loved this product when I first got it. Everybody went crazy about this. This was definitely a brand new product for this year. And I love the fact that it had this generous doe foot applicator, which I kind of don't like touching that to my skin. I have a problem with that. I just see the bacteria going, not that I have bacteria on my face, but there are things on your face. Go right back into the jar. I didn't end up with any kind of an infection. It's just kind of something I'm neurotic about. Initially, I liked the coverage that I was getting. And then I started to feel, I guess as summer faded and the fall months started to come in, that I wasn't getting the foundation coverage that I felt I needed. And I was having to put this on and then apply some more foundation up over the top to bring the color. I just felt like I wasn't getting the coverage I wanted. I feel like this was more of a mid-summer foundation that I would have liked. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to knock it out of the park. It's probably something I'll experiment with again, and I felt sometimes that the glow made me look a little sweaty, if you know what I mean. I just felt like I looked a little sweaty. Like I said, I really liked it in the beginning. I liked how lightweight it was. It applied on the skin very nice, laid down very nicely, dried very nicely. But I just kind of, I don't know, I kind of got over it really quickly, if any of that makes sense. Then the next product that I fell in love with, which everybody does, was the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. However, the price of this is prohibitive. If you know, you know. But I did love this foundation. It does all the right things. It comes in a tube with a pump, which makes it lightweight. I was wearing it in the 6 Neutral. I love this product, but like I said, it's so expensive that I kind of didn't want to wear it every day. Like when I went for a work, I always like to think I want to go for a workout, or if I'm out on the golf course, or, you know, doing the many things, I kind of don't want to wear this expensive of a foundation. However, I did get the matching pressed powder that went with this. It came in a beautiful compact. It just absolutely set the makeup beautifully. It's a wonderful, beautiful foundation. That's why it's in this video, because it is one of my all-time favorites of 2022, and probably going forward, it's going to be as well. It's just that the price is a little bit high, but if you don't use it every day, it's achievable. But I do love this foundation, so that's why it's in one of my favorites. The next foundation is an all-time favorite of mine, ride or die, is the Mary Kay Time Wise. I wear it in the Luminous foundation. It doesn't have the most beautiful packaging, not gonna lie. It's not glamorous. It's not some sexy tube. It's just your basic little tube. However, this is great foundation. It wears super well. It doesn't transfer. Coverage is phenomenal. It's luminous, yet it's not the overglow where you're looking shiny or sweaty like you did kind of with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. It just lays down like it should. It blends out beautifully. This is going to be my ride or die. I absolutely love the Mary Kay foundation. I will never be without this. This is what I use on days where, what do I reach for? It's my faithful. It's my ride or die, and it's always going to be priced absolutely right. It comes in several shades. It also comes in matte. I try to shy away from the matte as much as I can, because like I said, the luminous, it doesn't bother me, and I'm always going to have that one. Now, I have a situation with what's my number one foundation. Okay, because the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. When I found this year, I was absolutely in love with this foundation for so many reasons. First of all, cost. This stuff's dirt cheap compared to a lot of the higher end foundations. Coverage, unbeatable, phenomenal. It didn't transfer. It lasted as long as it should. It just did all of the things that it was supposed to do. And it's easy to find. It's in the drugstore. It's in Ulta. It's everywhere. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And I thought that this was going to definitely be my number one foundation. I used it constantly, every day. Thought it would be my number one foundation until just recently, myself and my friend Savannah went up to Macy's, and I think I found my holy grail. And that would be the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. Have you tried this? Oh my, is all I can say. And I've only been using this for about a month. I've got it in the shade 2WP. It's 24-hour. Again, who's wearing this stuff for 24 hours? Please take your makeup off and wash your face. I implore you. Anyhow, I just think that's clever marketing. So this is the 24-hour Radiant Foundation. It says perfect. It says perfection and hydration, concentrated floral skincare with sunscreen, SPF 15. This is possibly my holy grail. I have never experienced a foundation quite like this in my life. Comes in a pump, beautiful glass bottle, and this is in, it doesn't tell me how big it is. Oh yeah, it does. 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce. Very generous. It has a slight floral scent to it. And normally anything with a scent just makes me nuts. It just makes me crazy. I'm all like instantly about to hate it. Didn't bother me a bit. This product glides on like nothing I've ever used before. I've experimented with using a wet sponge. I've tried it with my fingers. I've tried it with a brush. Every which way that you can use this foundation. Phenomenal. It is phenomenal. It does not oxidize. It does not break down. It does not transfer. This lasts, I wouldn't want to try and wear it for 24 hours. I'm doing anything for 24 hours except for sleep maybe. But for the hours that I wore this, I worked out in this just to see. Because I figured it had to wipe off. It had to. Didn't. This is in the number one position for me. And I bet you it's going to be that way all year unless I stumble upon another foundation that makes me as impressed as this was. In addition to the wonderful customer service I received at the Dior counter, as you can expect. My only regret is that I didn't grab a matching concealer and a powder, but don't you think I won't be back up to that counter in the very near future to get everything that goes with this, because I don't know what they've done, but Dior has done it right. This was not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. My friend Savannah and I both went. We really thought it was going to be a lot more expensive. I was pleasantly surprised, and for the quality that you got, it was spot on. She got hers in matte because she's a little younger than I am, and she can get away with wearing that. I need a little more luminous. And she is equally impressed with it. She works as a respiratory therapist. She works 12.5-hour shifts where she has a mask on the entire time, not 1 ounce of transfer. So if you're in the market for a new foundation, I really challenge you to get this Dior and let me know. If you wear Dior Forever foundation, let me know down in the comments if you love it as much as I do. I hope you did, and if you don't, get you some. If you managed to make it all the way to the end of this rather chatty video, I thank you for doing that. If you enjoyed this video, please become a subscriber to this channel. I would love to have you, and click the bell for notifications. You'll be notified every time I post a video just like this one. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.